Hi. Just wanted to hop on and do a quick update today. I just brushed my teeth, so I have water splashed on my rat shirt from Good Mythical Morning. My brother got this for me for my birthday. Um, so I had therapy yesterday, met with the attorney. The attorney felt like it went really good. You know, she's someone who I went to um, elementary school with and everything. And she answered a bunch of my questions, was super helpful, super nice. Um, and when I got home and he's like, "Oh, what did she say?" And I'm like, "Well, we'll sit down and we'll talk about it." He's like, "Oh, well, now, the curiosity's got the best of me. What did she say?" So I was telling him, and he got very upset. He's like, "Well, did you tell her this? Did you tell her this? Did you tell her? She needs to know absolutely everything. How'd she give you that number?" And you're just super defensive. He got really upset. I got upset. Like, we didn't talk again until this afternoon. That's because I texted him saying, because, I've been thinking about it all day, had like an emergency call with my therapist because, yeah, I was just really upset and, talked to my mom and everything. And so I texted him finally and I said, I just want you to know, like, I'm not mad or anything. Um, I don't remember what else I said. Just, I want to try and work this out, just us, and not have to get the attorneys involved. And, I hope we can make this work. Oh, let me grab Ethel just one second. Okay, I think Ethel's going to be a handful. So, and then we kind of got to talking, and then we did end up talking on the phone. And he definitely made it sound like, well, he's made up his mind on how he wants to split things. And it's either going to be this or this. And like, that's it. And I said, hold up. When we sit down to talk about things, I need you to be willing to have an open mind to discuss things. And to go through compromising, because it's not just going to be this is what you want and this is what's going to happen. Like, and if that's how it's going to be and you're strict about it, then let's get the lawyers now. So, but I think we're more agreeable on things. And he thinks I'm playing with Ethel with a toy. So we just need to sit down and, I said, we're going to get upset. We're going to argue. But we need to be able to kind of step back, take a break. And he was agreeable with that. Because I said, taking this a little bit of time apart, I feel better about things. I've thought about things. And I told you what the attorney said. Did I say that that's what I was thinking? He's like, well, no. I'm like, you asked me what she said, and I told you. I didn't say this is what I want, and that's that. So we talked about it. He was feeling better. I was pretty stressed about it. I gotta go let her back out now. Sorry, you're probably gonna be hearing Ethel barking in the background. Now what was I saying? But we got to a point that we were both agreeable and discussed how it's because we're gonna sit down on Saturday and go through it. I texted my niece already. I'm like, hey, we're gonna hash out some things this weekend, so I might need like a quick hangout or something. Like, can that happen? She's like, I'm here for whatever you need. I have no plans for this day. If you need me to come and sit there, if you want to go do something, if you want to meet someone, she's like, just let me know. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, can we have a little party when this is all done? Like, so I wanna burn our marriage certificate. And she's like, yeah. Do we need vodka too? I'm like, I'm not a drinker. And like, maybe champagne. She's like, deal. Okay. So yeah, I got that set up. Yeah, I reached out to my therapist today and talked to her, and I definitely feel more supported. So that's good. And she said, she advocates people to fight to get what it is they deserve, but also to evaluate, the cost of that, the like mental health of going through that, and kind of, you have to weigh the benefits, the pros and cons of going through it. So I think I kind of know what it is I want to do. And if we can avoid the attorneys and everything, that is the route I want to go through, because even if I don't get as much money, I'll save money. We can get it done faster, and hopefully I can get him to move out faster, and I can move on from this. I don't want to prolong this. I want to just be done. And that's the conclusion I've come to. Like, let's be this. I do want to try and get what feels more fair to me, but those dogs today, if I can get what feels okay and, make this whole process a little easier, then I think that's what I'm willing to go for. I don't want to go through this emotional turmoil for any longer than I have to. Yeah. So it's been, trying 24 hours. Sorry for all the noise. I took the dogs for a nice long walk today, and it's finally cooled down, and it even rained a little bit, and took him for a walk till when we get back, she's like foaming at the mouth. But after dinner, she's like replenished, so they just eat. I treated myself and had Taco Bell for dinner. It is literally the only thing that sounded good. I've had a headache all day, and just, the stress of all this makes it so I don't want to eat. So I'm like, that's the only thing that sounds good. So I talked to him, and he just thought that was so funny. And he was like, yeah, of course you can have Taco Bell. Get it. And he was going to stop by and get himself a burger before going to his second job. And so, yeah. I mean, there's parts of this that just feels like we're not going through this. Like, it's just the most bizarre thing. And when I tell people, they don't understand either. But I just want to be civil and get through it. And then once it's all done, I have to tell them, like, I can't be your friends. Like, we're not going to be friends. You can come and see the dogs and, take them, but we're not going to be best friends. Like, no, I need separation. I need to figure out my own life now. So, yeah. A hard past 24 hours. Some crying, some frustration, just, all the emotions. But I'm happy with that I have the family that I have to support me. I'm so happy with my therapist that I found her. Yeah. I don't know where I would be if I had not found her that week. It was pretty grim back then. But she thinks I'm doing great. In just the few weeks I've known her. So, yeah, I think just all the emotions hitting me, I'm just starting to cry again. But yeah, going to go to bed here in just a little bit. It's a little early, but, I had a headache all day and everything. The Taco Bell did make me feel a little better. And I had a soda. I didn't have any diet root beer, so I had to have a caffeinated soda, but that probably helped my head too. Yeah, I feel like there's lots more that I'm forgetting to say, but that's where I am for now. Like, we're in an okay place. So that's good. And I did finally get him to hear me when I said, like, you can't just be so, this is what's going to happen. And if that doesn't happen, we're getting attorneys, I'm waiving mediation, and we're going to court. I don't know if that's how any of it happens. But I'm just telling him, like, I cannot sit down with you if you've already made up your mind and you aren't willing to compromise on anything or change anything, because that's not fair to me. That's not how this process is. You don't just get to say this is what's happening and that's that. So if he does turn out and that's how it is, then we will have to probably go the attorney route. He told me, he's like, my parents want me to get an attorney and take you for all you were worth and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, your parents have no idea about our lives. And just, he's like, I want you to make a list of everything you've done and all this, and just, I just want to be done. Like, it's just so dumb. And it's just been years of trying to like justify what it is I do. But it has never had value to him. So there's no point in discussing that part. Like, let's just split it all. You take those vehicles, I take my car. You take this furniture, leave that. I keep the animals, and yeah, I just want it to be done. It hasn't even been 2 months. It's been a month and a half since it all started. I'm not built for big emotional drama. So, that's all I have for now. Sorry for all the sniffling and all the noise and all the everything. I'll try and update tomorrow. And then hopefully sometime this weekend. It is a 3-day weekend. It's going to be a rough weekend, It's going to be hard. So my next couple updates probably won't be the greatest. But that's what divorce is, It's hard and messy. But thanks for being here, listening. I really appreciate you. And I will see you again soon. Bye.